Hi, I'm Danielle Barnett, the 6th grade science teacher here at the Alva Middle School. I had my 6th graders do science fair projects this year to help them learn about the scientific process and how to go about doing it on their own and see that they do it in their everyday lives. They get the opportunity to compete in a regional science fair, and I had some 7th graders volunteer to do it this year because they want to make it to state science fair. Is their hopes of going further and seeing how far they can get.
My name is Nora Scarborough.
And my name is Julius Carnita, and today we'll be talking about solar dogs, hot or not. Our question is it possible to cook a hot dog using solar energy and a Pringles can? If so, will the hot dog cook better with or without foil? Our hypothesis was we think the hot dog in the foil-covered Pringles can will get warmer than the other hot dog.
For our procedure, you empty the Pringles can and then you spray paint it black, and hopefully the black will help absorb more solar energy. Then you'll want to cut a rectangle out of it and then make 2 holes with a nail and a hammer. Then you'll place the dowel rod through it and put a hot dog on the dowel rod. Then you'll close the lid and put it outside in the sun and wait for the sun to do its job. And for our conclusion, the hot dog in the foil-covered can, which we put foil in one of them to see if it would cook more, this one cooked more than the other hot dog. And we had 2 trials because in the morning it was really cold and windy and cloudy, but we tried again in the afternoon to make sure that they would cook more.
Did it work?
Okay. I'm Kinsey Harsman.
I'm Jennifer Guerra.
And I'm Danielle Blair. We're doing balloon color friction on hair, and we got the idea because we thought it'd be fun and interesting, and we got it off the internet.
The question was, does different colored balloons affect different colored hair? And the materials you'll need is a camera, different colored balloons, and different colored hair.
If you ever want to do this project, you're going to have to get different color balloons and friends with different color hair. You have to blow up the balloons and rub the balloons against the hair. Then see which balloon colors work best on different hair colors. And how it turned out was the yellow and red worked better with black hair. The pink worked better on brown hair, and last, the purple worked better on blonde hair.
Our hypothesis was we thought it would work better on darker hair, and our hypothesis was correct. It did work better on darker hair, and it also depends on how oily it is.
Okay, hi, I'm Andrew Barton, and I did what fuels could run a combustion engine. And my question is, what fuels would run a combustion engine? The 3 liquids I used was rubbing alcohol, WD-40, and deodorant. The only one that could really work was the rubbing alcohol, but it would need a lot of carburetor adjustment for it to work. And the deodorant was too thick, and I tried to spray it into the carburetor through the air filter. But that didn't really work out. And the WD-40 is a lubricant, and it does not have the right burning point. So, in my conclusion, I just said that the rubbing alcohol would work, and that's really about it.
My name is Damien Durden.
I'm Xander Miller. Bend water with static electricity. My question is, will a metal brush control water?
Our results are... Our first result was it worked slightly. Second result, it worked slightly. And our third and fourth results did not work at all. So in all, our conclusion or our hypothesis was proven wrong.
Hi, my name is Trinity.
My name is Katie.
And our project is magnetic slime.
The big question was, is there a way to make slime magnetic?
The data results are the regular slime did not attract to the magnets, and the iron filling slime did. And our conclusion was that our hypothesis did work. Was correct.
Okay, I'm Kristen Bosch, and my project was shaking pop, and my question was which pop would shake the farthest, and my question was that, or my hypothesis was that the Pepsi would spray the farthest out of Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, and my hypothesis was correct.
I am Harley Shiplet, and this is Jim Beeson, and this is the Ruster Bubbles. The D-Ruster Bubbles. This is the D-Ruster Bubbles.
Alright, so what we used was peroxide, vinegar, baking soda, and Dawn dish soap. But what we sort of didn't really try out is anything else except for a tire and a bike chain. But basically it doesn't matter what kind of bottle you use, but if you use a water bottle, make sure that you use a funnel, because it's going to be a little bit trickier if you don't. And if you look back here, the deruster sort of worked right there, and we tried some brake fluid.
Good stuff, brake fluid.
But it didn't work as easy, and that's what it looked like originally when we started it. But it was sort of a success, but it takes a lot of time.
I'm Julie Swin, and our title is What Can Evaporate?
My name is Kiana Sorto, and the things that we used was 4 empty water bottles, 4 liquids was rubbing alcohol, Dr. Pepper, and pineapple juice and vinegar. We used a funnel and a Sharpie, 4 name tags, and heat. We used a funnel. Our procedure was to use a funnel to pour the liquids in a clear bottle, and then mark the bottle with a Sharpie, label the names on the bottle, set the bottle with a Sharpie, wait for 2 days, then see what happens. Our hypothesis, we think that the liquids would evaporate, but we had a little doubt on the pineapple juice. Our conclusion was wrong. Our hypothesis was wrong because we thought that all the liquids would evaporate besides the pineapple juice, but it turns out that the pineapple juice did evaporate and none of them did.
My name is Skylar, and our title is Why Yeast Makes Bread Rise. Skylar Freeman, actually.
My name is Addison Lau, and our question is, why does yeast make bread rise?
Keep going.
The yeast creates metabolized sugars that release carbon dioxide and alcohol. Materials are 1 package of active dry yeast, 2 1/4 cup of warm water, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 6 1/4 to 6 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour.
Our procedure is we first dissolved the yeast in warm water. We mixed in our sugar, oil, salt, and 3 cups of flour to make a soft dough. Second, we turned on a floured surface and kneaded the soft dough. Third, we placed in a grease bowl, turned once and recovered. Then let rise in a warm place. We let the dough rise to about 1.5 inches, maybe a little more. Fourth, we kneaded the dough down, divided it into equal parts. Then we shaped each piece into a loaf, placed it into a 9x5 inch pan, covered and let rise until doubled for about 30 to 45 minutes. 6, we baked at 375 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes or until golden brown, and when the bread sounds hollow being tapped, that means it's ready. And then you need to remove it from the pans and let it cool on some wire racks. Our conclusion was our hypothesis was correct because the gases that were released into the bread were carbon dioxide and alcohol bubbles. The carbon dioxide and alcohol bubbles came from the sugars that were metabolized.
My name's Ashlyn Whiteley, and I did do all liquids evaporate at the same rate. And so I used water, orange juice, rubbing alcohol, and nail polish remover to see if they all do. And I figured out nail polish remover evaporates the quickest and the most, in 96 hours than any of the others.
This is Trevin Percival, and I did the can crusher, and this was pretty fun, and my hypothesis was correct.
What was your hypothesis?
How hot does it have to be for it to boil?
Okay, what does the water need to be to crush the can?
It has to be at a boiling point.
Hello, my name is Joshua Anderson. My project was jumping water. My hypothesis was, can I make water jump? And the way I did it was I put 2 containers of water and colored them red and 1 blue, and it made purple. But the way it jumps is you put food coloring in the crease of the water on the paper towel, and it should jump. And it takes about 10 to 1 minute to jump.
Hi, my name's Cameron, and I wanted to see if you put weights in the back of a Lego car that it would go faster down a hill. And I tested the weights in the front and weights evenly distributed, and my hypothesis was correct. And weights in the back went half a second faster than the other 2, but it was pretty close. So yeah.
My name is Morgan Heath.
My name is Carley Argo.
And our experiment for the science fair was the toothpick bridge.
We're trying to find out how many pennies our toothpick bridge could hold.
Our hypothesis was that 6 rolls of pennies could fit on a 7.5 inch long by 5 inch wide by 2.5 inch tall bridge.
My name's Alex Bowden, and my project is how well do plants grow under different color of lights. And mainly it's about different color of lights and seeing how well they grow with different plants. One was the philodendron and one was the peace lily. And my 4 colors that I chose for these are blue, black or grow light, white, and the sun. And my hypothesis was if the sun could grow the best, but it turns out that the grow or black light grew the best. And I got confused by that. And then my dad reminded me that grow lights are the main lights that they used in greenhouses to help their plants grow and grow food. And my first observation, it did pretty good, stayed the same for most of the time. Then my second observation, which was the middle of my project, it wasn't that good. My blue light was the second best, my sun was the third best, and the grow light was the best. And my white light wasn't really that good as much as I thought it would be. It was actually pretty worse than any of the others I've seen, and I hope they go back to normal.
Hi, my name is Mitchell Morris, and I'm going to be doing which potato sprouted the fastest, and the bathroom pretty much sprouted the fastest, and closet was the second fastest. Kitchen window was the third. Fridge didn't do anything. It was the last one. Kitchen counter one exploded because it was rotting. And this is my project pretty much.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jenna Allen, and my project is what soil works best for growing wheat. And the soils were between dirt, mulch, and fertilizer. And this project was very fun because I got to learn about how to take care of wheat and which one it would work best in. And it was just a really fun science project. And it was fun to work with all the classmates on it and be able to learn a lot about wheat and their stages.
My name is Jacqueline Samaniego, and my project is Tiny Dancers. And how you do it is you get a piece of wire, a long wire, and you get plenty of magnets and some battery. But when I did it, it didn't work. So I'm trying to do it, but I didn't.
My name's Carrington Klein.
My name is Hope Hall.
And we did our experiment with can gallium conduct electricity. It was a really fun project.
Okay, Hope, you can say stuff. We used a whole bunch of things, but the most important thing we used was our gallium.
Right here.
And we took CK's grandfather's old electricity meter, and we used it to see if it could in both solid and liquid form. But we mostly did other things too, like we did water, Diet Pepsi, copper, penny, and wrappers. Yeah, right?
Which is called checking for continuity.
Checking for continuity.
Yes.
And it worked.
My name is Elia Rule. My project is if the temperature of a battery will affect how long it will last. The answer, no, it doesn't. I did 3 tries. They all lasted 10 plus hours. What I did, the control was, I put them in my Game Boy Advanced. That lasted 10 plus hours. Kept them cool. That also lasted 10 hours. And I kept them hot for a while, and that also lasted the same. And that is what I did, and so don't do that. You just waste time.
Hello, my name is Sage Campbell, and my science project is called Sharks, and it's all about the megalodon. The reason I chose to do this is because I really like sharks. All my life I've been interested in marine biology, and I just really find it a cool thing to do. Sharks are awesome, huge creatures that eat other creatures. They can be good, though. Did you know that sharks like to be pet like a dog?
Hi, my name is Mikkel Hamill, and my science project was my pig's weight conversion. I've been showing pigs since I was 2, so when they said I could do a science project, I immediately thought to do this. The 2 different feeds we fed my pig were 18% feed and 16% feed. And my pigs are Burke. My pig I used was a Burke. The different feeds are, why they're different is because the 16% feed has more fat than protein, and the 18% feed has less fat and more protein. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daxton Williams, and what my science fair project is does tea affect your teeth? The question was, does tea affect your teeth? Well, I figured out that tea does affect your teeth. How you do this is Step 1, you collect your materials. Step 2, you gotta hollow out 4 eggs. Step 3, you get 4 bowls with pop, coffee, tea, and water in them. Step 4, put 1 egg in each pop, coffee, tea, or water. And then step 5 is you chart your results.
My project was, does candle color affect burn time? My hypothesis was, yes, it does affect burn time. And my conclusion is it will affect burn time no matter what you do. And my process was glue a candle to the paper plate and then light and observe.
Alison Ruwalt. This is my science fair project. It's called Soda Pop. Me and my partner, she's not here today. We're seeing if other candies will explode in soda.